Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jiho, co-founder of Axie Infinity. So today I want to tell the story of a really interesting thing that happened in that kind of the Axie universe and how it kind of crosses over with DeFi, specifically through a new project called NFTX. So basically, NFTX is a uh, community owned protocol built on top of Ethereum, which allows anyone to deploy uh, index funds related to specific NFTs. So, related to Axie, there's actually going to be an Axie Origin Fund, an Axie Single Mystic Fund, an Axie Double Mystic Fund. And so, yeah, I actually have a guest with me today. His Discord name is Bobe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is that
Bobe.
Bobe? Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, it's cool to have you with us. So yeah, I noticed, that you were, that you actually were able to do something really interesting with Axie and NFTX. Do you want to maybe tell your story a little bit?
Yeah, so thanks for the intro. So I had actually found out about Axie over the summer. I read a few articles about like how I think people in some southeast country were like paying like and playing this game and getting paid. I thought that was really interesting. And then
Mm-hmm.
I found out about it during the Binance Launchpad when the Axis token came out.
Mm-hmm.
So since then I was tracking the prices and I thought about buying a few, but I was always waiting for a dip and they just kept on going up.
For sure, for
So
sure.
then I uh, but I was always really interested in the NFT space, and I saw that. I guess my biggest concern. So my background is a trader, and my biggest concern was like the liquidity aspect of it. So I saw NFTX and how it was just going to bring liquidity to the space. So that gave me a lot more confidence in buying
Mm.
the NFT. So I started exploring the space, and actually was the one that I was familiar with the most. So I saw that there were these. Initially, to get NFTX, they did a raise, and there were a few other NFTs like uh, punks, crypto kitties, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But since I was familiar with Axies, I focused on those. And there was origins. I think there were 60 origins. Um, I think 8 mystic ones and 2 mystic twos
Yep, yep. I'm
that were
actually
last
scrolling over the I'm actually scrolling over the info for the community raise right now. So yeah, it seems like 60 Axie Origins, 8 Mystics, and 2 Double Mystics, and there were basically bounties where if you deposited these, you were then basically given NFTX tokens.
Yeah. So I thought that so I really liked the project and I like the vision. I chatted with Alex a few times, and he seemed like a very dedicated person. So I thought this would be uh, tackling perfect product market fit. Also because it was my biggest issue with
Mm-hmm.
NFTs was the liquidity. So I can imagine how other people must have felt, especially. So I thought that it was just it just like a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, well, if I have this much conviction, I should probably go in size, and this would be a perfect time for me to take a dip and buy my first Axie. So I started accumulating
Amazing.
Axies over so it's like a month. I think
Mm-hmm.
most of the Axie ones and the Axie over half of all the bounties I filled
Awesome.
for
Wow,
everyone.
that's really interesting. So basically, you put in a double mystic. I remember seeing that, some new collector was accumulating double mystics, and then I kind of remembered, oh, like maybe this is related to the NFTX. And lo and behold, that was, actually the case. And so the crazy thing that I want to point out is that so the bounty for a double mystic was actually 3,900 NFTX. And if we check CoinGecko, we see that the price has gone at parabolic, and it's now at $93. So 4,900 times 93 is 455,700. So yeah, I'm not going to speculate on whether you held it, but that was definitely a really interesting way to get some NFTX tokens using Axies. So yeah, this was a really interesting way to kind of bootstrap a community, and yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a great way for me to get my first Axies, and since then, I've recycled some of my earnings back into the Axie.
Yeah, I saw you
Space.
picking up some Mystic Axies the other day. So yeah, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. They were just I have a alerter for like prices, and it was going crazy. And I saw that someone had put Mystic ones for like I think 3 ETH, so I like snapped up as much as I could.
Amazing, amazing. Well, yeah, man, it was, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but it was amazing to kind of get your perspective on this. And yeah, it's been, I think there are going to be a lot of really interesting projects that kind of fuse DeFi and NFTs. And this is, kind of a promising early example. So, and yeah, if you want to learn more about Axie, just go to axieinfinity.com. And then the NFTX website is also NFTX.org. And yeah, I think this is kind of just the start of some really interesting experiments at the intersection of gaming, collectibles, and finance. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. This is actually my first kind of interview that I've done for my YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks for doing this, and yeah,
This is my first interview that I've done also. So
awesome, man. Yeah,
uh,
it's a
yeah,
really cool story. So yeah, I think this will be a really something to kind of uh, highlight for the future. Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm
for sure.
gonna end the video now.
Yeah.